Everyone, I'm Keychain, and surprise, another 50% event. Um, they no longer have a pattern. Um, they've totally broken the pattern, and we don't know what's coming when now, which is good, but hard for planning. So before I talk about the new 50% event, there's also another new event called the Spring Festival event. Now I haven't seen any of these done yet. We haven't rallied any. And the basic gist of it is you're going to get flare powder, and you can make a firecracker by combining the flare powder and parchment paper. So you can get the parchments from killing threats and red guards, but the flare powder you can only get from gathering. So I've got gathering marches out right now. The ones I had out overnight got me 6 powder, but you need 8 to craft it. So here's what it looks like to get a firecracker, and then you can summon the beast and rally it. I'm hoping that when these marches return, I'll have enough to try one, but it's not guaranteed that it's going to drop, so we'll see. Now let's get into the new 50% event, the Lunar New Year Carnival. Actually, before I go into the actual stores, the Marvelous Year are the quests that are going to go with it. And they've brought back the guard recruits to get Anne. And I'm going to be doing 10 each day so that I can get the gears and I can get a couple Anne fragments. And then the quests for the day are gemstones and airship. I already did my airship parts upgrade. I'm locked all the way out. This is as high as I can go. I'm sitting on another 2 million precision parts, and I can't do anything with them because my airship is completely locked out, and I don't have nearly enough scrolls to finish it. So it is what it is. I've been trying really hard working on red guards. I just wasn't able to get enough done between the last 50% event and this one. Let's get into the actual stores. We'll go to the free store first. And if it's your first time watching, the reason I call it the free store is because all the currency you gain from this one, you get free inside of the game. You get it from threats, from collecting resources in your kingdom, red guards gathering. That's where you're going to get these lanterns from. And the thing that's different right away, most of the stuff is the same, but they actually added a portrait in here. So if you have an extra 10,000 of these, you can unlock this lion dancer portrait. So scrolling down through the list, the things I'm going to buy the resources last. I will buy the steel. I'll buy the speed ups, the ebony essence, copper essence, random teleports. I will buy these gathering boosters. I will probably end up buying the intensity gears. I'll wait till the end. I need them, but I may want to just go with the portrait because why not? The 50% buffs don't apply to me. I don't need the precision parts. We just covered that. I don't need the wildfire scrolls or the sky silver or the Rose Curiosity handbooks. Now the Rose Curiosity handbooks are new to the free store. They have not been in here before. That's probably prep for new curiosities coming in the near future. So be prepared for that. Now, if you're new, or if you don't have your wildfire or sky silver or rose curiosities, do those. Like, get those things first, and then worry about the other stuff. But if you have those, just get whatever you need out of this store, and you can do it in whatever order you want. I just tend to save the lower purchase items towards the end when you're almost out and you need to use them to maximize so you don't have a bunch of these extra lanterns sitting in your inventory. Let's go over to the paid store. This is where the lion dancer male portrait is. So you're going to have to spend quite a bit more to unlock the male version. I don't know why they did that. It's a little sexist, but it is what it is. I don't need the double gold. I'll be buying the aristocrat badges at the end. Most of these I don't know what I will or won't be getting until I figure out how my upgrades are going on that day as far as materials. I probably won't buy any of the Earth Coat of Arms this time because they're expensive. We'll see if I have a bunch of, items left at the end. I don't have all my Fire Demon Scrolls, so I'm going to buy those. I will buy the Sky Gold because I don't have all of those. The other thing that I'm a little disappointed about, the Phantom Scrolls didn't change price. They're still 300 and 100, so I don't know if I'll be buying any. If I did, I think I need 30 of the Phantom Scrolls, or maybe I might even need like 20 or 22. So I have enough that if I buy them, I'll be able to craft one of those gems and put it in for a bunch of points. And that would be happening on this stream at the end. So we'll see if I'm going to do that or not. And another new addition, they added marquee badges for castles over level 40. So that's good for the players who need them. And it's only 50, but an extra 50 will help if that's the thing that is holding you up from increasing your castle level. And then they have the best on sale items here is the Sky Silver. It's only 8 per 10, which if you don't have your Sky Silver yet, they do give them away in a lot of the quests and event rewards, but if you do need them, that's really cheap. And the Thunderbolt coat of arms are pretty cheap, Wildfire is really cheap, and the Kingmaker handbooks are also cheap at 25. And then they've got some other things down here. I'm not going to buy any of the Bloodtooth stuff. I think that they should have reduced the price on this at this point. Like, most of these prices are pretty similar to what they were. I guess they're reduced slightly, but I would have liked to see the crossbow at like 500 and the hat at like 250. And then I probably would have bought all these that I need. Okay, so with that said, quick note on spending. If you do spend, the lost treasure is up, and that's when I do like to spend. Is unless it's something that I really don't need, lost treasure is when I'll buy a $5 pack and a $1 pack to unlock the additional rewards here. So I got a couple of Phantom Scrolls and some Sun Hearts, and then a couple of extra lanterns. So not huge, but everything that you can bundle with your purchases to increase their value is totally worth it. So now I'm going to start my own upgrades, and it's only gemstones that I'm going to be doing right now because I can't do any precision parts. So time to make some decisions. So let me put on my war gear and let's see where we're at. I haven't looked at this in a while, so I don't have a plan. So it looks like I have enough to do a rare to an epic trance, or how far off am I? So I need 22 of these scrolls. So the other thing that I could do to gain a lot of points would be unlocking the pattern and then crafting 2 of those gems, and that's probably going to be the biggest point jump for me, but I'm going to double check. So in the gemstone scores, we've got basic phantom gemstones at 827,000, whereas if I was replacing flawless or below, I'm going to be gaining like 800,000 points for each of these gems. So going back into here, I don't have enough to buy it. I'd have to find 23 of these lanterns from a different upgrade and then craft. So on the gemstone collector, if I was going to get 800,000 points, that would unlock 70, 100, let's see, 134, 144, 149. So that would get me enough to unlock the pattern, but I only need 22 to actually I only need 22 to unlock the pattern. So let me do one of the smallest upgrades I can just to trigger some rewards Did I go too low? I went too low. So I got 10, not quite there. I think I need another 13. So I have to trigger the next step up, which I'm going to do with, let's see, do I have 2 basics? I don't have 2 basics. And let me, without having to go back out. So precious is the light orange one. If I have a precious, there's a precious. So I'll do this upgrade. That should trigger rewards. And then I can buy the patterns I need. And then we'll craft some new gemstones. And then I can go over my logic with you on which one to craft. So normally I'm all about attack, and I would craft attack first. But when I unlocked and I opened the honor chest, I have 2 of the new phantom gems, and they're both attack gems. So out of the total attack gems, there's only 4. And I've already got 2 of them done. So if I unlock this pattern first, I can only basically gain 2 phantom gems out of it. Now if I pick one of these other ones, my benefit is either 4 or 5. So that's what I'm going to go with. And usually I think I go defense and then health last. So I'm going to unlock the defense phantom stone. And then we're going to craft 1 or 2. And oh, it looks like I can only craft 2. Man, these things are expensive. So we're going to craft 2, and then I'm going to put just one of them on. And then we'll figure out which one. So flawless, precious. Precious is the lowest. And I don't want to waste points. So I'm at 90,000. And going from, we're going to go back and forth a little bit from the score sheet to get this sorted out. And I'm going to write some stuff down so that we're not going back and forth too much. So basic phantom is 827,746. And then we've got flawless trance at 99,897, precious at 30,404. Okay, so if I'm going from a flawless to a basic phantom, my gain is going to be like 728,000. And if I'm going from, let's see, from a precious trance to a basic phantom, my gain is going to be about 700, and we'll just do 790. It's a little bit higher than that, but just so we don't overshoot. Okay, now going back in, and actually before I do that, sorry. So my minimum would be 720,000. So I won't overshoot it that much if I just replace one flawless, but I think I want to go twice. I think I want to do 2 of them and go for this middle tier that's at 1.35 million. So if I put both of them on, I'm going to overshoot it, but if I replace 2 flawless, it won't be that by that much. So we're going to replace 2 of the flawless gems. If I have 2 flawless, there's one of them. So we're going to replace that one. And then I need the other teardrop, and I don't have an, oh, there is another flawless teardrop. So this one we're going to embed, and that should be it for my upgrades. Let's take a look. When I disenchant these 2, I would have enough to craft another. So let's take a look if that's worth it. So crafting another and putting it on would potentially get me another 790,000, which puts me 300,000 under maxing out. I think this is doable. I might max out on gemstones today. Let's see what happens when we dismantle these, if we have enough to craft two, which we don't. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. Now I can craft one more of these gemstones, and I'm going to get 790,000 points, which puts me at what, 200 and a little under 240 something. So then if I need to get 300,000 points from my existing gems, how much essence do I have? First, let's check where I would get 300,000 points. So we'd be most likely going back to our trance. And I have some precious and some, I've got some precious and some flawless. So I would have to go from a flawless to a rare, and from precious to flawless twice. There's no way I'm going to get this done. I do have 200,000 of these materials, but I think that'll get me around 100,000 of the gemstone essence. Or no, that'll get me, let's see, 10 million, 20 million would be 100, so I could get 40 million. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. If somebody sees an easier way for me to do it, I mean, leave it in the comments and I'll explore it. I'm not awake enough to be doing this much math. So let me know how your upgrades go, and I'll probably make some videos for some combined other days. I don't want to do one every day, but I'll probably do a day 2 and day 3 together, a day 4 and day 5 together, something like that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.